Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem. Problem is minimum cost to move chips to same position. It's a very easy problem but the concept is very good. So let's see what the problem is. We have n chips where the position of ith chip is position I. Right. We need to move all the chips to the same position. In one step, we can change the position of ith chip from position I to position I plus 2 or position I minus 2. So if you add or subtract 2, it will have cost 0. But if you add 1 or subtract 1 from position I, it will give you cost. Will have cost 1. Return the minimum cost needed to move all the chips to the same position. So let's understand what the problem is. Let's take this is our positions array. This is positions. So these all are positions. If you see these values 2 2 2 3 3, these are positions. That means if you have 1 2 3 position, there are three chips which are at two position. One chip one chip one chip which are at two position. See, three chips which are at two position, and there are two chips which are at three position. Now our task is to move all these chips to one position only. Either these two should come here or these three should come here, right? So we need to tell the minimum cost. Now how cost is defined? If p of I is the current position, p of I as in let's say 2 or 3, if we move if we add 2, like if we move 2 steps ahead, or if we subtract 2, it will give us cost 0. And if we add 1 or we subtract, if we move one step ahead or we move one step back, it will give us cost 1. Now uh, I hope you understood the problem. So over here what we will do is we will be moving these two chips over here. So we are moving them one step back, means their current position is 3. We are doing p of I minus 1. P of I minus 1 means P of I is 3. 3 minus 1 will be 2. So these two chips will go here. So for one chip the cost will be 1. For two chips it will be 2. So output will be 2. So if you see for this test case, output is 2. So we can also do these, that we move these three chips to position 3. So over here what we will do then 2 in 2 we will add 1. So it will go to 3. But these are three chips, so it will be cost 3, which is greater than 2. But we need to return the minimum cost. So that's why we have chosen this, shifting these two over here. So I hope you understood this output, input output. Don't worry if you're not getting approach, you'll understand once. It is a very like the approach we have. The approach is very good for this problem. Let's see. So let's reiterate these. Let's reiterate these points. So if p of I, if we add add 2 in p of I, or we subtract, we will have cost 0. And if we add 1 or if we subtract 1, then we will have cost 1. So now we don't know at which position we will be keeping all our chips. We don't know that position. So that position, let's say that position could be any position, right? So suppose let's say that position could be even also, and that position could be odd also. Over here like 2 position is even and 3 position is odd, right? So the final position where we want all chips could be even also, could be odd also, right? So If let's say I want the final position to be even, right? I want the final position to be even, which means so in this test case, if you see 2 and 3, in this test case 2 and 3, the 2 and 3 are two positions. If I fix over here there are three chips and over here there are two chips. If I fix that I want that the final position will be even one. So even one is 2. So what then I have to do is, since these are all are the same positions, so there will be no cost. But for this one 3 1, we have to subtract 1 and we will have cost 1 plus 1 because there are two chips, so it will be 2, right? So from this what we get is, we get that so from this what we get there could be two cases, right? There could be two cases. If I say that I want the final position to be even, then if p of I, if my p of I is even, there will be no problem. Why there will be no problem? There will be no cost, because see, let's say if the final position is 6, right, and p of I is currently 4. So if p of I is 4, what I will do? I will add 4 in current p of I will add 2 and I will go to 6. So my this chip which was at p of I will go to the final position. Final position is this 6. So when your final position is also even and when your p of I is also even, there will be no cost. Why there will be no cost? Because you will be adding 2. In 2 there is no cost. Similarly, but if p of I is odd, if p of I is odd and your final position is even only, let's say this is 3, let's say this is 3, right, and final position is even 6. So what you will do then, since p of I is odd, first you have to do 3 plus 2, that is you will do this, it will go to 5. Now over here there will be no cost because we are adding 2, adding 2 is 0 cost. But then when you have to move from 5 to 6, you have to add 1 in it. So that then you will be doing this. So then your cost will be 1, because for adding and subtracting 1, we have to cost is 1. So in that case, your cost will be 1. So from this what we incur? We incur that if the final position is even, if your P of I is even, no cost. And if your final position is even only but P of I is odd, then you will have cost 1, right? Because we'll be adding 2 to 2 and the last, like suppose if this was 1 also 1, so you have to you have to move from 1 to 6, you will do 1 plus 2, you will get to 3, then you will do 3 plus 2, you will get to 5, and then you have to add 1 in it so as to go to 6. So here you are adding 2 times 2, but there will be no cost because for adding 2 there is cost 0. So this was one case. So let's see for the another case. This was that if your final position is even, if P of I is even, that doesn't matter. If P of I is odd, you will have cost 1, right? Okay, I hope you understood this. For let's see for the other. If your final position is odd, let's say 5, then if your P of I is odd, means say let's say 3. So what you will do from 3 to from if you want to reach from 3 to 5, you will add 2 in 3, which means this one, and you will reach 5. So for this there will be no cost because we are adding 2. So otherwise if P of I is even, let's say 2. So then what you need to do from if you want to reach from 2 to 5, you will add first of all 2 in this 2. So it will be 4. no cost because you are adding to no cost. But when you need to reach from 4 to 5, then you need to add 1 in it, but 1 have cost 1, so then it will be 5 and you have cost 1. So I hope you got it from now, got it from this, that the conclusion which we get is that if your P of I, it totally depends. Like if your final position you're thinking is even, if final position is even, and if your P of I is also even, no cost. If final position is even, but if P of I is odd, then you will have cost 1. This is one case. Second case is if P of I, if your final position is odd and your P of I is odd, there will be no cost. But if your P of I is even, there will be cost 1. So same logic we are applying over here. So this is the main approach which we need to see. Now let's take another test case. Let's take for this only. Let's take this one. So for a different test case, let's take 4623315. Let's take this 4623315. So over here, I'm taking a different test case so that it gets more clear. We have 6 positions, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and there are 7 chips. Yeah, 7 chips. First chip is at 4 position, then is at 6 position, then it is at 2 position, 3 position, and then again 3 position, 1 and 5. Now we need to calculate which will be what our final position should be. Should it be even? Should it be odd? Now if you see, if I fix my final position to be even, my total cost will be number of odd position chips, because all those will have cost 1. So if there are x odd position chips, if there are x chips, odd chips, that will be my cost. Similarly, if I fix my final position to be odd, I just need to know how many even position chips are there. Even position chips. I hope you're getting this. So simple, it's very simple now. Just the simple thing which we need to do is we need to just calculate how many even numbers are there, how many odd numbers are there. So even numbers in this position array is 1, 2, 3. Odd numbers in this position array is 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, if you fix your final position to be even, any even position, any, it could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 6. If you fix it, you will have to move 4 odd numbers to come to that even position. So that will be 4 into 1. That is 4 cost. But if you fix your position to be odd, final position, means it could be 3 also, 1 also, 5 also, any position, then you just need to move even only. Also you have to move odd positions also, but that will cost 0, right? As we saw here, see, odd. So if you are fixing final position to be odd, only you need to move even, which will give cost 3 into 1. So that in that case cost will be 3. So it depends upon how many even numbers you have. It depends on how many odd numbers you have. Whatever the minimum number among these two, that will be your answer. That will be your cost. So 3 will be our answer for this test case. So this is basically the approach. The code is very simple. We just need to find how many even numbers are there, how many odd numbers are there. Just this thing which we need to understand is which is the crisp of the question. So if you have not got it, I'll highly recommend just watch that part again. You will understand. Write it down on a page and just analyze it. So this function is given to us. Position vector is given. We are just taking two variables even and odd, and we are going to each chip, like we are just iterating through this array. If you have this array 2 2 3 3, you are just checking if this 2 is even or odd. If it is even, you are incrementing the even variable, and if like say 3 is odd, so you are incrementing the odd, and at the end return whatever minimum is between even and odd. So if you submit it, it's working. So I hope you understood it. It's very simple. Time complexity, it's very simple. It's O of n. We are doing single traversal. So if you like the video, please like it, share with your friends, and let me know in the comments if you like this problem. It's very interesting problem. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.